you from Melbourne?
Are you filming?
Now I am.
Where are we going?
To work with Sven. Has he had breakfast?
I don't think he's had a lot to eat. I certainly so, yes.
So you're saying he's had breakfast?
So Michelle and AJ, we did an in-home consult with in Australia because they came to a master class, felt incredibly overwhelmed with all the amounts of information that they had to kind of take in that day, and asked for a private one-on-one consultation, which was awesome. So we got to go to their home, see how their interactions are in a place that they're used to and accustomed to, and get to shape everything from there. Now, this was quite the process because there was a lot of work to be done, so I really hope you guys enjoy this particular series. So a little background information I want to make sure you guys are aware of before you get to seeing this video is that Sven was free flight trained by an outside source, a different trainer than us. They did not get any free flight training from us. Now the funny thing, well, not so funny thing is that they were booked for a masterclass with us and almost didn't make it because they actually lost Sven on a free flight adventure for about 3 days. Now, this was really stressful for them to go through, of course, and they did a great job publicizing it, so they were able to get Sven back in time to attend the masterclass and kind of go through this training with us, and we needed to clean up a lot. Now, free flight trainers are completely different. We all train very differently, so you really have to pick your lane, pick a trainer, and stick with them, because if you start blending methods, your training gets really messy. So all the training that they had gone through had really made Sven a one-person bird. The other family members were encouraged not to handle him. He was only trained with AJ. And so there's a lot of dynamics that they become unhappy with, and it just messes with the whole family. So this is something that we were brought in to see if we could change. So I just wanted you guys to have the premise of that, the background of that, and understand where we were coming in on where they had stopped and sought out our help.
He's the one that handles him the most, so I handle him just as a need-to basis.
Yeah.
Like, I don't play with him, like Sophia will play with him and they roll on the birds.
The birds on the ground.
So yeah, the free flying was very kind of, yes, he needs to just come to Andreas, don't you get involved, let him just go to him so he doesn't get confused. Probably escalated it, like it magnified it,
okay.
If you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
So rather than, so then I kind of stepped back completely, and then I think, yeah, we kind of realised that's not working very well, because then obviously if I'm not ever handling him and I need to, that's not good for him in the future, and it's also not good for him just generally, like if Andreas is away.
Yeah.
Sophia is the second most handler, like, so okay. Andreas, Sophia, they sort of handle him the most, and then
Which is good from the standpoint of, you know, wills and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's important to consider.
Yeah, well that's been always the driving force, that Sophia needs to have a good relationship with him as well.
Here we are.
Yeah, here we are now, and he's at an age now where I've started to become a bit like, I think
feels wrong.
Yeah, I just had a sense of, I don't feel like we're in the right place.
If I was a single man, I would probably do the same thing you guys have been doing. I would discourage anybody else from handling the bird.
Yeah.
But as a family dynamic, it changes the flock dynamic with him.
Yeah.
And so I think it looks like you guys are I know you're recognizing that something needs to change, and I think that that's partly what you're feeling, is that it's coming from a little bit different standpoint than what the dynamic really is or can be. So.
Yeah. And I want him to be a family bird first. Like, I know from the dogs, and we all know that I've done a lot of training with agility and stuff like that in the past, and obedience and whatever, and when you train a dog specifically for something, and then you let the other issues go within the household, it becomes a problem. Mm-hmm. So I'm just recognising that situation here, like I'm going, oh, this reminds me of with the dogs, you know, how we had some issues because, you know.
Yeah. If you're dealing with a bird that you know is going to bite you, usually avoid the bite. If that's not an option, which is, we're kind of right at that fence, think of your next 3 actions. If the bird bites me, the first time, what am I going to do? What would you do if he bit you right now? So you move with the other hand.
Yeah, because I'm holding his feet too hard, or maybe we're walking something.
So Sven here is a blue and gold macaw, a DNA sexed male. Dave is listening to his owners, AJ and Michelle, explain kind of the issues that they're having with Sven. And while he's listening to them, you can see that Sven's going a little neurotic in the cage. He's very active, very anxious. He's just kind of all over the place. And as soon as he shows calm, content behavior, Dave is clicking and rewarding. Now this takes a while. And you're seeing it here because I actually fast forwarded all of this. So it's in crazy amounts of time where everything is sped up. And that's because in between the repetitions was taking so long for this bird to calm down. And it's because he's in a very high energy family. And this anxiousness, high energy behavior is often accidentally reinforced constantly in this household.
You know, and then I give him a treat.
Yeah.
And then when I put him back in, I don't usually...
If you have a bird that you're going to take out that is very likely to bite you and you can't necessarily see it yet to avoid the bite, make a note and write it out. The next 3 times I get bit, I'm going to put him on the T-stand. That might be one.
Yep.
The second one might be put him in the cage. The third one might be put him on your other hand.
Yep.
The point behind it is to think it through so when you react, you're not like, oh, bad bird, you go in the cage. Because you will have likely had a pattern of bite equals go in the cage, or in your case, bite equals you leave me alone.
Yeah.
Because maybe he's tired of high energy. Maybe he wants that break, so he nails you, and you've created this unconscious pattern of, you know what, fine, stay out there until you come in. And that's what you want, possibly. If that pattern's continuing, then that is the reinforcement that's essentially happening. So again, if he's likely to bite and you're going to take him out, think through what are your next 3 actions for each bite. So knowing that you're likely to leave him alone, if he bites you again, put him someplace else that you haven't before. Change that pattern. Ideally, don't get bit. But if we're beyond that point, what is the pattern you have created that is reinforcing that bite, and change that pattern? The more I find that I physically rough up the birds, the more aggressive they turn, because their play turns hard faster than I want it to. And so I wouldn't handle the bird like that. Okay, so this is really heightened. I want you to wait until that subsides a little bit, or he's like, hey, will I step up? See if you can step up without putting his beak on you.
Step up. Good boy.
Treat, and immediately back down on the perch. Good.
Boy. Step up. Good.
There's a huge difference.
Yes.
Does that feel more controlled?
Yes.
He's like,
Up up. Good boy. Good boy.
And back down to the perch.
Yes. Such a good boy.
see what interaction I can get to see if I can step in here in a minute.
Up, up. Good boy.
Okay, so you missed one of the feet, so I didn't click. Let's go back.
Back. Go back. Good boy. Have a look with my thumb, Miss brother, and then to the. That's it. Good boy. Good boy.
Good AJ. Good AJ. Alright, so go ahead and step back. Okay. If he flies to you, that's fine. If he does, catch him properly, please.
Yep, no problem.
Do you immediately see the difference on how much more control you have?
Yep.
Excellent. Go and treat.
Good boy.
And back to the perch.
Good boy.
Back. Come on. Notice now I'm clicking from going to the perch.
Yep.
That's what we want more of. So we're going to do the same thing, but this time you will be treating when he flies back to the perch. You're not interacting.
Okay.
Keep in mind, he's going to be heightened when he lands.
Oh.
He's going to be heightened when he lands, so just like when I was explaining the target, you want to like kind of come in and like touch the target. You're not going to come in here because he's going to chomp.
No,
Same thing with the treat, because we don't know, since you're not liked as much for the bird, come in slowly, not like tormentingly slow, but come in slowly so you just barely reach it, get it.
Okay.
As opposed to coming in too close, he might bite you. Okay, so send him back to the perch.
Go back.
And treat. I'm going to click. Pause for 2 seconds, send him back to the perch for her to treat.
Come.
Okay, no treat.
Whoa.
No treat.
No treat. You can't have a treat. Sorry, sorry.
And you treat.
Sorry.
Boy.
Okay, catch him properly.
Good
And
boy.
back to the perch. Another
Go
treat.
back.
Oh,
Too close to the tree.
He can see this.
Yeah, you've got everything out,
You can
Andres.
see them. Open them up. Up, up. Up, up. Up.
But I had the treats.
this is, okay, everybody pause a sec.
Yeah.
Great example.
Yeah.
Do you want to step up?
No. Hell no. I want to go. I'll get the treats, man. I saw those treats here.
So why?
This one.
So why doesn't he step up, right?
Well,
Because
focus.
he just saw you took all the treats.
Ready? Yeah.
Do you want to step up here?
What blueberries?
See?
Yeah.
How does he step up for a stranger?
Put them away.
It's because I gave him a reason, right?
Yep.
Okay, so back to the perch. And treat.
Good boy.
So if you can't get him, don't just go chase him. Stop and think, why? Right? There's no reason I should be able to do that over you, right?
Good
Perfect.
boy.
So pause that.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. And treat. Feel free to hold him this time for 3 to 5 seconds. Okay, hold him, hold him, hold him, hold him. And back to the perch.
Go back. Come on. Good, guys. Oops.
Hold tight, hold tight.
Switch hands if you
direct
need
your
to.
attention back over this way. If you need to use the other hand, switch
Switch
it.
hands.
Yeah,
Come on, little guy.
all right.
There's something about white. Sven? Sven?
Okay, take a step closer.
Go. Go.
Doesn't want to.
Perch. Perch. That's stool. Come on. Come in. Come on. One more time. Good shit. Perch.
There you go.
Good boy.
Got a lot of cleanup.